What are your favorite books of all time? I really want to know. Give us a list. Give us a list of your top 3 or your top 5.
So if I say that Catcher in the Rye is my favorite book of all time, it'll reveal a lot about me. I've mentioned that in the book too. It's been found on a lot of homicidal people. But it's really an amazing book. It's such a thin book, and J.D. Salinger just does it for me. I liked another book which I really love is A Girl's Guide to Fishing and Hunting, which is a book that every woman should read. And then Bridget Jones's Diary. It doesn't speak much for my intellect, but hey, I love her. And who else? I told you, I love Sue Townsend. You know, when we were kids, we read the Diaries of Adrian Mole. And then she wrote The Queen and I, and she is really the funny. I love English humor, actually.
A lot of women writers have used pen names which are male or androgynous, and that basically stems from a mindset which is now an old one, that women are not competent writers, or they would not get a readership as big as male writers. Do you see that today as a hindrance to you becoming like one of the best writers in this country?
Look at what J.K. Rowling did.
Yeah, J.K.
Right?
Rowling, yeah.
And then she even went ahead and published a book as a man. Do you know that? And she didn't reveal after her Harry Potter series, and that book did well by itself.
Yeah.
And then they revealed it after it had gone into the third reprint that, hey, this was J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. The new generation and their love for literature and language, with everything getting abbreviated, with all the new lingo springing up every day, with social media completely taking over, are we living in an age where literature and language is completely threatened? And if not, then what can we do to still inculcate, apart from, of course, getting our children to read and stuff? Like, does it bother you?
You know,
To hear all this from
it bothers me. I think it bothers every generation to hear the next generation distort the language of that particular time. But language is actually has never been, the language of a people has never been set in stone.
Yeah.
And it goes through constant transformation. So obviously people in Shakespearean times were speaking in a different manner, and you know, we don't say where art thou now, right? And then of course to those people the next generation would have been a bit of a letdown. But yes, indeed, I find this SMS and WhatsApp language hugely annoying.
Yeah.
And even in a WhatsApp, I put my apostrophes in place.
So do I.
And because we are from that generation. So I think, again, there's a sharp contrast between our times and the times now. So it is annoying, but you have to accept it. And you have authors like Chetan Bhagat who are great storytellers.
Yes.
But they are not big on language. Amazing. So the thing that good literature does for you is it tells you a lot about human emotion and human beings and their personalities and how complicated people are and how many facets there are to people and how there's so much suffering inside people but just hidden in different ways and complexes. Good literature makes you understand humanity, human beings rather. Whereas flippant books that are being churned out do not do that. And to that extent, the vocabulary of these kids is also suffering because they're reading this kind of stuff. My daughter and I have a lot of, I've written blogs about this actually, about this whole new lingo of calling things weird names, man. Like everything is epic.
Yeah.
And then there's something called amazeballs. And then that's supposed to be amazing. And then
So maybe the next book you write can be a dictionary which helps us understand what these people mean when they say what.
Now the new thing is Bay. He's my Bay.
Oh, what's
And
that?
Bay, some people think is a short form of babe. But firstly, how big is babe that you have to drop the B out of it? And then he's my Bay, like some Kim Kardashian would probably call that Kanye West. Bay means, Zara told me before anybody else, he's my Bay.
Okay. For all those people out there who want to get their work published and who are just aspiring writers, what is your advice, apart from, of course, reading up a lot and writing regularly?
Firstly, I myself as an author am work in progress, right? So I can't say I'm Susan Sontag and I can give tips, but I think if you're just an observer of life, look at people and imagine their lives and imagine what kind of homes they come from and where they go to, who's having an illicit affair with somebody and all kinds of things, which guy is gay and he's over-mothered, and I used to observe all these things, and I even wrote it in a blog. I haven't had the courage to put it up because somebody will trash me for it. Maybe I will put it up now. So actually, airports, wherever there are people, I like to observe, and of course you must read. And you may read and observe, but if you don't start practicing to write as often as possible. I wish I could say I write every day like my friends do. All my friends who are published authors write practically every day, and I'm a very poor time manager, I don't manage that. And write from your heart. Don't write to impress. So when you're writing, don't think, oh, who's reading it right now? Are they feeling impressed with my language? No.
So from the green tea to being here in your living room to spending all this time chatting with you, it has been amazing, rejuvenating.
Oh, thank you.
I feel so good.
The pleasure is all mine.
Thank you.